good evening. Welcome to today's edition of the Rotarian Investiture and Fundraising 2023. And coming right here with me is a gentleman wearing one of the color of the day. So let's get to meet him. So what's your name, please?
My name is What club? The club. Yeah.
Why are they so proud? The club. How about why the club?
Sorry, the biggest club in Africa.
It's District 9125, all the same.
But then it's the biggest.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Good to have you here. So how long have you been a Rotarian?
I've been a Rotarian 5 years, going on 6.
Wow. 5 years going on 6, getting committed with being your time, your talent, and treasure. That's a lot of commitment. So let's ask him. What's an experience been?
It's been amazing. It's been beautiful. Where you just have to network with people, render service to humanity, and have fun too. Because basically we do know how to have fun. People think it's just probably a corporate thing, but then we know how to enjoy it.
Definitely. Coming from me to you, there are 7 areas of focus in Rotary. The most important area is the 8th one, which is what? Having fun. So, what's your word? Say what people watching us, viewers.
Man, I'll tell you for a fact, Rotary is the best place to be. Come join us. Come see what we do.
So thank you, Rotarian Nelson. Have a swell time. Enjoy the fundraising and try and raise enough funds for us. He has always wanted to tell me, no, don't worry, I have a mirror in my house, so I actually know that I look pretty. Sister, don't I look pretty? You look, can we meet you?
You look amazing.
Can you come forward? Let's meet you. So coming towards us is our beautiful sister. We want to know, meet our sister, our dear sister. Coming towards us also is the chairman of the Investiture Committee. Rotarian Obaseki, MD Obaseki. Can we meet you, sir? You should actually give us a grand opening of what is going on here today. Let's get to meet our one and only MD.
Yes,
our microphone is working.
It's online. People online too. Yeah.
So basically, yes.
Analog secretary.
Don't go for analog secretary. We need to teach you the digital method. Yeah. So let's meet the digital MD, digital investiture, digital fundraising. Hey, always on call. So let's meet you. Okay.
Immediately you are coming from, you say now you are coming from Federal Secretariat.
Anyway, Rotary the place to be. If you're not here to Rotarian, what are you doing out there? Come join us, come enjoy, have fun. This month is our maternal and child month, where we go out and reach out to pregnant ladies, young babies. That is what Rotary is all about. Reaching out, sharing hope, giving hope. And here with me is our MD, Obaseki. He's always on call, trying to do one or two things. Please, my sister, come and join us here. Our MD is on call. Let's keep our viewers. No, anywhere it's fine. Anywhere it's okay. So let's get to meet you. What's your name, please? Please come forward. Why are you running from me? Rotarian Horatio, I don't understand. Is that something in my body? What's chasing you? I'm not a man, I'm female. I'm not transgender, I'm straight. Oh yes. I'm using your BP. So let's meet our Rotarian, our dear beautiful Rotarian. What's your name, please?
My name is Fundraising.
Oh, what club?
Abuja Metro.
The what? The club. What's the name of the club?
Abuja Metro.
And there's something you used to hate yourself.
Our club. The first and only.
You see my problem with the
First.
You see my problem. Are you seeing why the grandfathers are having a problem with the Arakan members?
Are we the ones that met 200 members before you people were
However,
to hail ourselves?
This is the beauty of it, where we have to rejoice in those who are rejoicing. So now, why are we here today?
To celebrate Rotarian Ayomike. He is going to be our president for 2023. So we are here to celebrate his investiture.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
and also raise funds, basically for the project.
Of course, for this project, we have so many important projects that we are talking about motivating
Going to West Banners. Avo Park is the next concert.
our idea is important, so that is what we are about to raise enough funds to ensure.
Avo Park is the next concert where you have a car shop in front.
Fantastic. So how long
But you have
have
to
you been
scroll down from Abia House. After Abia House, there's a car
2
shop.
years
So go
of
into the
sharing
car
her
shop.
time, her talent, and her
Drive into
treasure.
the car shop.
You don't know what it is until you are a Rotarian. So how have been your experience? Oh, yes. Fantastic. So good to have you here. Thank you for joining us here. Enjoy the program.
Live there.
So our dearest. See, do you know who we have here? Do you know who we have here? One of the most committed Rotarians I know, right here.
I love you, man.
I love you too. Rotary.
I beg you,
This is what we do, Rotary. So let us meet. This is what we do. This is the 8th thing we do in Rotary. We have 7, but this is the 8th thing we do in Rotary. Sharing friendship, sharing joy, and having fun. So let's meet the chairman of this great investiture, digital investiture.
Planning committee for the chair. I can see the chairman.
Planning committee chairman of this wonderful investiture where we are gathered here. So let us meet you, sir. What's your name?
Elvis Obaseki.
Okay, sir.
Also the membership chair for district.
Okay.
And I think we are out here this evening
Okay.
for fun,
Okay.
to expand friendship, the frontiers of friendship,
Okay.
expand the frontiers of service,
Okay.
and bring more hands on board. And also fundraise towards meeting some of the projects lined up for the current issue.
Okay. That's nice. So, sir, what's our expectation this evening?
I think to a very large extent, we're looking forward to not just an exciting outing,
Okay.
a memorable one, and also to try and achieve the main focus and the main reason why we are gathered. Not just to install the new president, but also to fundraise, ask our friends, ask our families, invite our circle of influence to put their resources to their treasure towards meeting some of the needs of the country.
One question. How long have you been in Rotarian?
I first had romance with Rotary when I was an interactor for 8 years.
38 years ago. A child that is 38, eh?
And I became a Rotarian in 2006. That's about 17 years. Because I came to It could have been ups and downs because sometimes our aspirations and our hope might not have been met in the little way. But there's always the hope that yes, next year will be better than the past one. And you know, Rotarians we are dealers in hope. We give hope to the hopeless and at least we try to be there. Just that that's what the government seemed to not have reached.
Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. 17 years of giving his time, his talent, and his treasure. Trust me, that's a lot to give. That's a lot for one person to give to his or our society. And then, I want to ask you, sir, what have been your experience thus far in Rotary? And finally, what's a word for people who are watching us over there, over the screen? First of all, your experience. Secondly, a word for everyone watching us, the viewers.
I always believe that life is not about what you take out of it, but what you give to it. And as a Rotarian, it's all about giving. And our life makes more meaning when we give and we see the joy in the faces of those that benefit from what we do. And I think that has always been the payoff.
So, a word to the viewers out there. Come join Rotary. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for this beautiful message. Thank you. Okay, so we're back here, and I remain your very wonderful host, President HB. HB. Okay, so I remain your very host for this evening, Onyebuchi Ibe. I'm of the Rotary Club of Abuja, but that is what Rotary is all about, where we come and support one another, no matter the club, whether you're a Rotaractor, whether you're a Rotarian, whether you're an Interactor. Then coming up stage to this beautiful red carpet today is the reason why we are here. Major reason why we are here, because he's the president going to be for 2023, 2024 for this beautiful hope year of Rotary. Can we meet you, sir? What's your name, please? I needed to hear the Ayomike from his mouth so that it will grab in my head and stick to my head, because I've been calling him Ayomike, Ayomike, Ayomike. My HB, nice to meet you, sir. So how long have you been a Rotarian?
I joined Rotary in 2017. It's been beautiful. I've enjoyed, generally speaking, almost every aspect.
That's beautiful. So what has been your experience in Rotary?
The thing I like best about it is service experience. That's all my service experiences.
You see, if you join Rotary, you will learn to serve, you will learn to give, you will learn to have fun. Not just the 7 area of focus, the 8th one, which is the most important to me, which is the fun and reaching out. So, sir, what are your expectations for this program today?
Just come, relax, have fun, and enjoy themselves generally.
So thank you very much. It's been a beautiful evening with you, sir. Thank you for joining us here on the red carpet. It was nice having you. Thank you, sir. So, Akwabi, how are you?
Can I know my cup?
No, don't. Yes, you can come. That's why we're in the cocktail to.
Yeah, darling.
What are you drinking?
It's juice.
What are you drinking?
Can I say like that?
That's strange. Someone is drinking pineapple juice and he doesn't know what he's drinking.
It's been longer to this.
It's been long into this kind of juice. So, sir, come with me.
My name is Rotarian. Past president, past assistant, currently in the streets.
Fantastic. So, sir, how long have you been a Rotarian?
I started from school necessary as a Rotarian.
15 years of serving with his time, talent, and treasure once again. Brothers and sisters out there, trust me when I tell you, it is not easy to serve. However, when you see people who have served for that long, just know that they have talent. So, sir, what has been your experience in Rotary, and also what are you expecting from the
My experience in Rotary is that I relate friends that I have 2 invites. I have 1 invite to go to Ghana. All expenses fully paid.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? All expenses fully paid. Did you hear that? I don't understand. Is it just me that is a woman? I'm not got it. I don't understand. What are you robbing? Tell me what you're robbing.
When you're Rotarian from the heart,
trust me, did you just tell me that I'm not a Rotarian from the heart? My princess, good evening, ma'am. We greet you, ma'am, all the way from here. Are you just trying to say because you have gotten to Rotarian from the heart?
No, I'm going to be getting more. I'm still working on getting more.
There is something that Rotarian is doing that we're not doing.
Oh yeah, because especially when you have this thing,
Trust me, the last time we had a program and we had people from all over the world when our late past RI president passed away. Rotarian Obi spoiled every single person who was under his care. He said it took 1 week.
To make sure our visitors have fun in Nigeria. Some of them were visiting Nigeria for the first time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, sure.
Oh.
So I have to really take time to take them around, apart from taking them to the burial. Show them what happened.
Oh, really? What Abuja, as a Rotarian, they will show you what Abuja is at night. The funny thing is that, Okobi, have you shown me what Abuja is at night? I don't understand. Have you? Some people just stay in Abuja, they don't live in Abuja. Can you make me live in Abuja? After the camera? Oh, really? I should off my mic. Thank you so much. So, here with me today is my cameraman. So let's take a tour. Okay, let's take a tour around and let's get to say hi to those who are having fun. Good evening, everyone. How are you doing, sir? We're online, so we're here for the hotel Investiture. So we get to like to meet you. What's your name? Sir? Sir, where are you from? What part of the country? Oh, he's a cousin to our president. Oh, lovely. So are you a Rotarian? So what are you waiting for? Not yet. So you should be one of the inductees today on this Investiture. Trust me when I tell you, you will not regret joining Rotary. I will be your mentee, sir. I will follow you up. Nice to meet you, sir. Good evening, sir. Hi. Sorry, I'm crashing your meal. Now, can we meet you? What's your name? Sir, are you a Rotarian? What club, sir?
Super West, Fiji Island.
What's that?
Fiji Island. South Pacific.
Sorry, you know that we are not, we are just Nigerians. We live only in Abuja. We basically don't know anywhere outside Abuja. So, sir, nice to meet you, sir. So, sir, what are your expectations for today's program? How long have you been in Rotary? I wasn't in Rotary. Can I now go? Scott. I was not born 1995. Scott. Wow, beautiful. So, sir, what has been your experience thus far? Okay. Nice to meet you, sir. Enjoy your meal. Enjoy your evening. Sir, please can we meet you? He's eating. He said we cannot meet him. So let us take a tour. Why am I talking to only men? Let me try and see my fellow lady to encourage my meeting.
Yeah, you are there. Clear. Okay, we talk. Give up.
I want to get to meet you.
Give up, yeah.
To know your name, if you're Rotarian.
Angie. Nothing.
Beautiful. So what's your name? I am actually embarrassed I'm meeting her for the first time because that is like one of the major people in this district. One of the most, in fact, I don't know what to even say. His energy is not here, his dedication to Rotary is not here, and yet I'm just meeting. So, Ma, later, can you find me a SA for just meeting for the first time? Nice to meet you, Ma. Sorry, sir, can we meet you, sir?
Alright, my name is Paul.
Okay. He's an inductee for this evening investiture. Wow. So, who is your mentor in Rotary? Talking about the devil himself. Wow. Two strong Rotarians. Nice to meet you. Enjoy your occasion. Enjoy your meal. Let's take a tour. Let's see this feminine outfit. Good evening, all. Sorry, ma'am. Sorry for crashing your meal. Just want to get to know you. Everything. Are you a Rotarian? Wow. celebrant is not doing a good job. Sorry, oh baby girl. Shift, make us here so that we know the people that we are going to drag to Araka. And why you not dragging them? What is going on? Eh? So ma, what are your expectations for this evening?
To have fun, show my solidarity. He's a complete gentleman, very intelligent.
Thank you very much, ma. Enjoy your meal. Nice to meet you, ma'am.
Same here.
Hey, Ofa, we don't talk before. Say hi to our camera.
Again.
Just by saying hi. Have we seen her before? Have we seen her? Yes. You're sure we've seen her? Oh, okay, we are tired of seeing her. Now that she turned, I just saw her. So let's go back. We have the past president of the club standing. Okay, so now they are granting him an interview and we are here. So we have a few minutes to go. Sorry, ma, can we meet you people?
Sharp.
Are we done?
Depends on you.
Huh?
Depends on you.
Okay, so basically, good evening, sir. How are you, sir? Sir, are you not Dr. Ngozi's husband? Yeah. Hey, sir, please come forward. This is a shareholder in my club.
You need to be moving
It's a shareholder in my club. It's a shareholder in my club. The wife is in my club. So let's get to meet him. Sir, good evening, sir.
It's a long time.
Hey, sir, please come forward.
What are we going to do?
Yes, just a brief interview. While we're here, get to meet you. What's your name? How are you? Yes, sir. So, sir, what's your name, sir? The Dr. Harry himself. The husband of the beautiful wife in my club. Don't say I didn't say anything, okay? But past presidents, don't go foul. So, sir, are you Rotarian? What club, sir? Arkham. Why did you divide between your wife? Your wife is in grandfather, you are in Arkham. Really? Are you enjoying it?
It's just for us to spread.
Oh, that's lovely.
To make sure that we enjoy.
Yes.
You know, grandfather is a jolly good fellow.
Tell them in Arkham.
Yeah, so.
Tell them in Arkham we're jolly good fellow.
But you know that Arkham too, made of gentlemen.
Gentlemen and ladies.
Oh. That's the difference. And you can see gentle and jolly mixing together.
So get that. You see the fun of Rotary. This is what Rotary is all about. So how long have you been a Rotarian? 5 lovely years. Yes, it is. 5 lovely years. Okay, sir, so what have been your experiences from?
And you know, also
yes.
I've also learned a lot of things.
Oh, definitely.
Particularly in terms of philanthropy,
okay.
in terms of assistance,
Okay, sir. Nice to have you here today. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Any words to the viewers out there?
Nice also being and I think we preserve that. And you know the man of the moment,
Ayomike. So welcome, sir. Enjoy yourself, sir. Okay, we're back here on the red carpet. It's not easy to be alone, but however, we're going to be doing it. So we take a tour again. We'll take a tour to this time around. Where did we take a tour to now?
Well, I want to talk after I do
once you just enter
Elvis. 2017.
Rosie, you calm down. Victor.
A word for the viewers out there. Thank you so much. Enjoy your meeting. Okay, you're here, you've seen it. Come join Rotary, come join the family of Rotary, where we impact life. This year is a day of hope. The hope here, where we're going to share hope to those around us, those both immediate, our word, and everyone, even our own fellow Rotarians, because that is what we are here to do. So basically, let's catch that moment. You can capture that moment. Yes, capture it. So you can capture our district governor's moment. So let's meet our past district governor. He remembered my name. I was wondering. I was saying, do you remember my name? He remembered my name. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No, very okay, sir. We are good. There's enough space for everybody.
What's up?
Yes, I do. Thank you, sir, for your time.
Unfortunately, the place is in the 1 to 3 circumference.
The most important thing.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Join the Rotary. Join the Rotary. If you want to be a good speaker, join the Rotary. Oh, join the Rotary. Join the Rotary. Join the Rotary. Let's know that I thought people say if I'm not sharing food, and then this is more like please, can we have water? Can we have water?
Yeah, please.
No, bring my own. I want to
Bring my own, my friend.
It's not cold. You see, they are giving me water and it's not cold. That's a Rotary for you. So let us get to meet our lovely. So what's your name again?
My name is.
What club? How long have you been a Rotarian?
8 years ago, 9 years this year.
So how has been your experience?
It's wonderful. Actually, joining Rotary.
What's the purpose?
You know, where Rotary gave me the platform to reach out to millions of people. So right from here in my country, Nigeria, I know that my contribution is helping someone in Afghanistan, is helping someone all over the world. So it's not limited to my limited environment, but Rotary gave me a platform to reach out to people.
Lovely. So what do we say to Rotary?
Rotary is good. Rotary is kind.
Did you hear that?
Come and join us.
Come and join us. So what to the viewer too is,
well, I also want to urge you, it is not too late. Come and belong to this wonderful family of about 1.2 million people, volunteers doing good in the world. Rotary is good.
thank you so much. Enjoy your meal. You know, one of the most difficult things to do is actually to lead volunteers. And then in Rotary, we find it very easy to do it. However, how do we do that? Because that is what Rotary is all about. You learn how to deal with people you're not paying, people that they don't answer to you. You understand? That's how it is in Rotary. And so you learn how to deal with people and how to communicate with people. So let's see how we can crash another set. Let's turn this way. So have we seen you before? So come see you. So what's your name? What? He's not a Rotarian. So who invited you?
Move around.
Some Peter, they are under the So hold on. So sir, why are you not inducted to the arrest? No, we don't want Rotarians that give it a second thought. We want inductees that want to join Rotary to make up their mind. Because if you give a second thought, it means we are forcing you. So join willingly, freely, and noted. Okay, I'll be looking forward to meeting you. Enjoy the rest of your evening. So please, I'm taking someone upstage for you. We're here. Upstage is my boss. If I don't do this, I'll get fired. So sir, let us get to meet you. Your name, your designation in Rotary, and then he has experience in Rotary, and what more? What to the viewers out there and everything?
My name is James. Currently, today I'm here with my capacity or in the capacity of the district.
Did you hear what the barrister just said? A way of life. So, sir, how has been your experience as a Rotarian?
My experience as a Rotarian, as I said, it's a way of life. Glorious also. But I said, you don't look at it, look at the service you're bringing to it. This is really
Thank you so much, sir. And what to the viewers about? So once again, I will say welcome to the Investiture of Rotarian. As you see, as my district governor, as my senior coordinator. So let me go as for my district governor. So my district governor, once again, welcome to enjoy your evening. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir. Nice to meet you. So yes, we're going to be wrapping up. Is there anyone we haven't met? Princess, can we meet you? That's our princess. Please hold. Our princess is going the club. Oh, this is lovely. Now, how long have you been at more than 20 years of giving your service, time, and treasure. Beautiful. So, how have you experienced? Now, so what's your expectation for this occasion? So a word if you are out.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, everybody. I think it's high time we stop the finger food section and we move
So now we're
upstairs
going to be
for
wrapping up the cocktail section where we were downstairs trying to interact with one another, trying to meet one another, trying to have a little refreshment.
Please,
one another.
let's do
So
the
it is
moving
high
up in a
time we
single
now
file.
use
And
our card, our access
on
card.
behalf of the Rotary Club of Abuja Metro,
The
I
investiture is so
say
beautiful.
welcome for honoring us with your presence.
Can we capture the
We
chair?
will not waste your time because we're about going to have an event that will run at supersonic speed. My chairman, sir, you will lead the way. Let me call on our chairman, Mr. William Keredaibo, to lead us as we move upstairs to start this fundraising event. Please join the chairman and one of our awardees, the former First Lady of Edo State, incidentally the soulmate of my boss and my mentor. Her Excellency Chief Mrs. Lucky Ibinevio, Chief Mrs. Eki Ibinevio is with us this evening. She will be behind the chairman with her entourage, another powerful, lovely lady, Chief Mrs. Rita Oguntoyibo and her dear sister. Let's go upstairs, please.
Please let us meet our SP, the award-winning, wait, before we go upstairs, the award-winning Synergy President of the female clubs, the highly dominated female club of our district 9125. 16, was it how many award? How many award?
190.
20 award, only one club in 1 year. Out of how many? Out of total of how many awards?
Well, I don't know the total.
I'm not sure it was up to 30, and they took 20. So SP, let's get to meet you. What's your name?
Yusuf Ali.
Oh, okay.
Of, the Rotary Club of Abuja, my town.
Amazon.
The best club in the district.
People deserve it.
2023 Rotary.
How long have you been a Rotarian?
About 5 years.
Only 5 years, 20 award. So what is your drive?
Well, teamwork. Before that, I would say that God is above everything. And we also plan the year very well.
So you were eating every meeting. I don't understand. What was the drive to eat every meeting? Like meals every single meeting?
Well, the Rotary is about friendship, is about fellowship.
Did you hear that?
And then because of that, we decided to merry and at the same time be serious men.
A word to the viewer out there.
Well, I want to appeal to Nigerians. The best club, the best organization they can belong to is Rotary. Rotary touches humanity. It's about serving the people. And it's about going to the grassroots, impacting lives. So I want to appeal to Nigerians. Most of them don't go outside there. Rotary is good. Let them join it.
Join the Rotary. Enjoy your evening, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Join the Rotary. Cut out. Cut.
No, don't need to remove it. I'll carry it to the stand.
Thank you, Mayua. Mazdi Sachs, you'll still be doing a lot of that this evening. I'm sorry that we are starting almost 10 minutes behind our plans for the evening. But I'll tell you this, where the world sees challenges, Rotarians will embrace the opportunity. And I'm standing here this evening to call on the formerly the outgoing president of the club, on whose authority still lies the right to call this gathering to order. It's my honor and privilege to call on Rotarian Ifeanyi Daniel Nadu to call this gathering to order. Rotarian Nadu, please.
Good evening, everyone. You are most welcome to this evening event. For us to start, the meeting has to be formally called to order. And I hereby call this meeting formally to order. We have to be upstanding. We are going to have a silent invocation. You pray according to your faith. In his name we have prayed. Why is he standing, looking at the national flag? We'll take the national anthem after the count of 2. MC. 1, 2. We'll still keep standing as we take the club anthem. We'll take the club anthem after the count of 2, and the DJ will lead us to 1, 2. Yeah. Club proudly metro, where service and learn supreme. Children who shall at the light, making our visions our goal. Hail Abuja, praising the trellis of pride. We are God able project we handle with treasures and talents and time. We are as we change life. Mankind is one Rotary Thank you very much. Please make yourselves comfortable.
Fellow Rotarians, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we have to be sewing the events together until our master of ceremony comes in. I've just been told that she's head in the traffic. We'll quickly call on the president nominee of the Rotary Club of Abuja, Rotarian Fred Odika, to remind us of the four-way test. Please, on the program, I heard some persons have not been able to access the program. On the program is page 2, is where you have the four-way test. Fred will be coming up here to take us, remind us of these 24 words. Fred Odika, please.
My Rotarian president, PDGs in the house, fellow Rotarians and guests. My assignment is to run you through the four-way test of what we think, say, or do. The first, is it the truth? Second, is it fair to all concerned? Third, will it build goodwill and better friendship? Fourth, will it be beneficial to all concerned? The four-way test. Thank you.
Another round of applause for Fred Odika. What would have taken next now would have been a round of recognitions. But I'm scared. If we attempt it, we might have serious problems. We are having more than we expected for the evening. But we'll still try, recognize some of our guests, while we pay very deep respect to our hierarchy of leadership in Rotary. The only thing we give to each other for past years in office and for your current year in office in Rotary is just nothing more than the recognition that protocol deserves. My dear fellow Rotarians and our distinguished guests, a very few names I will call, and when our MC finally comes, she will take us through all. So we will have these recognitions in 2 segments. This that I can do, and the one she will do, not just appropriately, but in order. The reason why we are gathered here is not just to install a friend and a leader in the next 12 months, but also to celebrate excellence and reward some persons who have done particularly well, spectacularly well in their different areas of endeavor. But I will start by taking it right from the top of Rotary, as we are here in the hall. The #1 Rotarian in the hall this evening by virtue of his office. I will not go to the club level, but start from the level of our districts. We have the governor of District 9142, covering the 5 southeastern states, and Akwa Ibom with Cross River. And that is no other than District Governor Akan Emma, who will be governor till 12 midnight on the 30th of June, 2024. DG Akan, please. And to DG Akan's immediate left is the immediate past governor of District 9125, our own district, covering 19 northern states, the FCT, and 4 states in the southwest, aside Lagos and Ogun. we always remind him of the fact that whoever wears the collarette of office as the district governor of 9125 is the second most powerful governor in Nigeria aside the governor of the central bank. And that is the immediate past district governor of District 9125, Dr. Godi Nnadi, MNI. I won't go to Dr. Godi's right so that I don't get punished after now. I will now go a bit to the hierarchy of Rotary. 3 more persons I will take from the Rotary angle, then I'll come to our very distinguished and eminent guest. Past district governor in the year 1997-98, a former member of the Federal House of Representatives, past district governor, Dr. Eddie Ifeanyichukwu Mbadewe. And still on that table with PDG Eddie is the peace-loving, the Shalom governor, who was governor in the year 2012-2013. Past district governor, Felix Ayodele Obada. Then I will be coming home to the COVID-19 governor, who was governor in the year 2019-2020. Past district governor, Victor Onukuga, PhD. And the district governor is ably represented this evening by the zonal coordinator for our zone. The DG called and said he is sending his ZC. I was a zonal coordinator 3 years ago, so I respect our office so much. ZC James Ubeda, wearing the cap of our own dear governor, architect Sagab Ahmed Sani. My dear distinguished guest, I will lean to your side. And I will start by recognizing a former First Lady of the heartbeat of Nigeria. Our own dear Chief Mrs. Her Excellency, Chief Mrs. Eki Igbenedion. Please, let's warmly welcome her. And the second part of our introduction is that she is the soulmate of my boss and my mentor, Chief Lucky Nosaka Igbenedion, who pays my salaries at the end of every month. Please give it to her again. Is that all we can do? Give it to her again. And we also have with us, when I ran through this resume of the person I'm about to introduce, I was so pleased because of the quality that Nigeria had. But I don't know where the bridge got broken down. If you read the citation of Mr. William Peridaibo, the chairman of today's event and the president of First Atlantic Reinsurance Company Limited, he is the chairman of this evening. We welcome you, sir. The next person is very important to us because he's the employer and the CEO of our incoming president. We have to treat him very well so that when he leaves here, anytime he sees a request from Jolomi, he will just give you before Jolomi. So please, if you are not clapping, you are Jolomi's enemy. If you are not clapping, that means you don't love Bemi enough. So join us to make welcome Alhaji Garba Abubakar, the Registrar General and the Chief Executive of the Corporate Affairs Commission. The list is endless, but I will quickly go to one lady in this hall. You know, sometimes Okonjo Iweala seems to be the leader of that gang. That whatever you spend training a woman is as if you're training the society through one person. a retired director with the WHO. She is with us calmly, seated to the right of our former First Lady, and she is Chief Mrs. Rita Oguntoyibo. Don't let the Yoruba name deceive you. She is also Amiwu from my state. And she has with her her immediate younger sister, Mrs. Okoro, who will come to the other end by the time we have a full list and when the MC is here. I'm not having to stand in for the MC. Please, just understand. I won't go back to the Rotary end without taking one of our awardees, and who incidentally is also our landlord. Reading through what he has done as a philanthropist, I fell in love with High Chief Felix Emeka Emerinini, who is here this evening with his lovely wife. For those of us in Arukam, that is the lead partner of the management company of Sandrelea. And you know what Sandrelea means to us in Abuja Metro. Please give it to him. Let's clap for him so that they will not increase our rent. Clap, clap, clap. I will come back. The list from CAC. My dear President Jolomi, I think you are loved at work. Because in the directorate Kedar of CAC is well represented here. But it will be a lot more beautiful that at the end of this event, the fundraising aspect of it will be laughing and will be smiling home. That the projects we have lined up for the year will be able to meet them. I have first on the list the Director IT at CAC, Mr. Toyin Abe. We also have on the list Haji Amin Africa, the Deputy Director Registry. Quickly on the list, we have Alhaji Suleiman Adaji. We also have an Assistant Director in Registry at CAC, Mrs. Esther Sheu. Alhaji Haman Yusuf is also an Assistant Director in the Registry at the CDC, at CAC. And Mr. Tolu Sonaiki, an Assistant Director in the Registrar General's office. At least I can identify him. You know how? The only person in this hall that will be so particular and so concerned about the Registrar General. And now I can see that he's working. Okay, you are loved at work. God bless you, sir. And that is Tolu Sonaiki. So I'll be handing over to Elvis Obaseki to welcome us well into the hall by just taking 3 more introductions. 3 more introductions. One will be together, but I will have to recognize the presence of the Assistant Governor. About 13 years ago, Rotary called that office the District Governor Special Representative. That is the District Governor Supervisor overlooking clubs around the district. And we have a retired director with the Federal Capital Territory Administration, Dr. James Agbon. He said, Owanle, you are welcome. Jolomi, I'll leave you until the citation brings you up. But the man that just called the meeting to order is also a retired director with the aviation ministry. He's a weatherman. He retired from Nimet, and that is Rotarian Ifeanyi Nnodu. In a few, that immediate past president, after he hands over formally to Jolomi. On that table, I'll call on 4 persons to stand up, and I'll take them together. Rotarian Robert Itawa, 16-20-17. And Rotarian Princess Atwanya, a retired director also with the Federal Ministry of Education. Our first female president. She was president 2018-2019 when Rotary said, be the inspiration. Is she not inspiring? And after Rotarian Princess Atwanya, another deputy director in the Bureau of Public Enterprise, an economist. What did you say? Enterprise. Okay, add S. Rotarian Motunde Balogun. And after Motunde Balogun, the youngest we've tried so far in Abuja Metro in trying to get fully digital is OB 2020. He was president in the COVID year. No, he took over from the COVID president, Motunde, and he was president 2020, 2021, when Rotary was connecting. Rotary was opening opportunities. Fellow Rotarians, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I won't bore you with any more recognitions until our MC comes up and we'll run through some other names. Please, if you were not mentioned this evening by me, does not make you less important. And I've just been told that the past president of the club sitting on the wrong table, but I will have to introduce our award-winning president, who was president 2021-2022, Rotarian Dupe Abosede. So, fellow Rotarians, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, my speech is supposed to have been for 5 minutes, but I've spoken for too long, so I will speak for only 60 seconds. So start counting, but listen to me. This evening, 3 things brought us into this hall. Firstly, to install our friend and our president in the next 12 months. The beauty of Rotary is the fact that our succession policy is very swift and seamless. In this hall, 3 presidents after Jolomi are in the hall. President Joe Okakia, just wave your hand. President Fred Odika, please wave your hand. And President Mike, presidents in waiting. Next year, the year after, and the 3rd year, they are all in this hall. The only thing we all believe in is that God will keep them all alive to be president. Jolomi was voted in December 2019 and is coming in now 4 years after he was elected president. My dear distinguished guest, I have just been told I have less than 45 seconds, but I will use it judiciously. 3 things brought us into this hall: to welcome Jolomi formally into office, reward excellence. Some of our awardees this evening, when you hear their citations, you listen to what they've done, you will be glad and you will celebrate the fact that they gave us their time to be with us this evening. And the 3rd end of it is to continue what this club does. We are the largest gathering of Rotarians in the whole of Africa. About 200 Rotarians, and Africa alone has about 1,700 Rotary clubs. We are the most polarly positioned, the largest and the most prestigious. The 200 plus that we have, no other club in Africa has it. And all our projects are that measured. So we are calling on you this evening to join us in continuing that trade. One of the biggest we did in the last year was when we did a 44 million naira infectious disease unit that was commissioned for the General Hospital in Buhari. This year, if you listen, by the time the slides on our projects will be played, I will employ you and I will invite you. Join this stellar crowd of Nigerians, this assemblage of honor, to please put a smile on the faces of the less privileged. Fellow Rotarians, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it's my singular honor as the chairman of the planning committee that has put this together on behalf of every member of the Rotary Club of Abuja Metro and on behalf of our incoming president and his lovely wife, who has been looking at me, our money girl. 3 unbroken Rotary years, she was our treasurer. And you couldn't believe it, a legal mind being a treasurer for 3 years. She did so well, and we had to nickname her Treasurer Exchequer Emeritus. Fellow Rotarians, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I'll be yielding the floor. I'll be yielding the floor to call on our immediate past, who will now be immediate past in a couple of minutes. I'll be yielding the floor to our chairman to give us his opening remark in 5 minutes. We will run very fast with time. Chairman, sir.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here to speak for 5 minutes. And in these 5 minutes, I will try to do my best to draw your attention to what is happening and what we need to do. I have seen this country change in the last 50 years. These changes have not been entirely satisfactory. We are changing for us. When I was young, we were told stories about tortoise, about owls, lions, elephants, and all of that. And these stories always ended up with some lessons that which the children took home. The elders they were always with us. And when these stories concern human beings, they are like stories of a young little boy, 5 years old, who escaping from danger with his 3-year-old sibling, ran out of food. And the little food that was left, he starved himself so that his younger brother will survive. These were the stories that formed our character. The character of gentleness, obedience, give, sacrifice. Those were the years. And then the military came. Apologies to the generals who are here. The military came. And then Tom and Jerry came with a host of games, war games. And this, unfortunately, still going on, affected our people. It's all about the survival of the fittest. It's all about kill the other one, succeed by all means. And that is where we have come, to the Nigeria where we have so much given to us by God, but so little for the poor and the weak in our society. And should we leave this and let it go, or should we be agents of change? That's the question we must ask ourselves this evening. I have seen the Rotary Club mandate on the internet. Yes, and I've also seen the commitment of the Rotary Club to have projects across the country, usually development projects, hospital, boreholes, those sort of things. But you see, the deficit of infrastructure in this country at this moment, how much can Rotary Club do that will make a change? So my suggestion to Rotary Club is to look the other way and make themselves the agent of change, the voice of the voiceless, the strength of the weak. Speak truth to power, influence policy, and ensure that you provide enough. We have very, very important people here with technical skills, managers, and leaders of industry. Let us as a club use these talents, use this knowledge, use this influence to make a change within the governance of this country. And we have also seen that the changes are coming. The changes that come, that we imbibe, come from a people, a race that see their pastime is watching lions eat men, watching man kill man, watching cock kick cock. Is that the sort of things we want to imbibe? Africans have never been like this. We are not wicked people. We are not greedy people. We are people who took care of one another. We are a community people. This is the message that I want to bring back to us, that we can go back to our roots, the values that have escaped us. We can enact those values and bring it and teach it to this country, teach it to those in government. Because unfortunately, most of those in government today are Tom and Jerry generation. And it's all about kill the other one, win at all costs, get rich at all costs. And that is what the Rotary Club must fight against, and fight astutely, and fight to win. God bless you all. Thank you.
Indeed, it's a wonderful evening for fundraising and the investiture of the 14th president of the Rotary Club of Abuja Metro. Let the ceremony continue with the handing over ceremony, which is going to be handled by the immediate past president of the Rotary Club of Abuja Metro, none other than Rotarian Ifeanyi Nodo. Please let's give him a round of applause as he makes his way to the stage. A round of applause for him as he makes his way.
Thank you very much, MC. The chairman of the occasion, the PDGs in the house, the past presidents of Rotary Club of Abuja Metro, the awardees, friends and guests of Rotary. You're welcome to this evening event the most important event in each Rotary year, the handover ceremony of the present president to the incoming president. In the next few minutes, I will be wearing the accolade IPP, and the PE will become the president of the club, and all of us will defer to him. I saw in the program that I just have 5 minutes to say a few words. It's not a coincidence that President-elect Jolomi is taking over from me. If I cast my mind back, I remember it was at my induction as a Rotarian, but I invited him as a good friend to come and be my guest. I'm sure that was the first time he stepped into the Rotary Club of Abuja Metro meeting. Many of us may not know this. And after my election, the next year, just like the MC said, Rotary presidents are elected 4 years in advance. So you prepare for your year. After my election in 2018 or 19, the next year he was elected. So I'm going to hand over to a friend. I'm going to hand over to somebody I know very well beyond Rotary. I'm going to hand over to an administrator. I'm going to hand over to a learned gentleman. I'm going to hand over to somebody I'm very proud to say is a believer. Believer in the sense that he knows what the word says and he's going to live by it. I have always said that leadership, whether it is in Rotary or any other place, there is standard practice in leadership. If you follow the tenets of leadership, you will do well. First is accountability. Second is transparency. Whatever you are doing, those you are leading must know what you are doing. If they demand accountability, you present it to them. And Rotary is such an organization that is well structured. You have the Constitution, follow the Constitution. You have the bylaws, follow the bylaws. And the most important, you have advisors from club members, from PDGs, from past presidents, but you are the president. The bulk ends on your desk. If you make a mistake, it's not because you were advised wrongly. It's because you took a wrong decision. If you do it well, the credit goes to you. I will advise that you be the man of your own. Get advices from wherever you can. Sleep over them, meditate on them, and take your decision. If it goes well, take the credit. If it doesn't go well, take the blame. Rotary Club of Abuja Metro, like has been said, is a big club. Club of about 200 persons of diverse vocation. The club has a structure that runs. If you follow the rules, the structure will run on its own. I will advise that when you follow the rules, run the club efficiently, run the club effectively, and you will be happier than I am today in 12 months' time when you are handing over. You will be lifting your head high. In conclusion, because I was told that I just have 5 minutes, my boss in the office then will say that today is not his talking day. Because of time, today is not my talking day, but I'm going to conclude by wishing you well. I will be available 24 hours. We knew each other before Rotary. You could call me by 12 midnight, 2 a.m., 4 a.m., anytime you need an advice. Be assured that you have it. So I wish you very well. As they will say, you are my son, so you are going to surpass your father in your achievements. Thank you very much.
That is the soon outgoing president of the Rotary Club of Abuja Metro. Yes, because the investiture proper, it's going to happen after this particular activity. Now, what do we expect from our new president? The very first lawyer who is going to be a president in the Rotary Club of Abuja Metro. We talked about fundraising. Why do we want to raise funds today? For the next 5 minutes, I would like to take us through the proposed projects for the next 365 days of this year. Please, let's see what we expect for this Rotary here. Thank you.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, welcome to an evening of fun, fellowship, friendship, and service. Welcome to an evening designed to celebrate and reward excellence. Welcome to the Rotary Club of Abuja Metro, founded on the 16th of March 2010 and currently the largest Rotary Club in Africa with about 200 members. In furtherance to Rotary's vision of addressing the needs of the less privileged, as abandoned in her 7 areas of focus: maternal and child health, peace building and conflict prevention and resolution, water, sanitation and hygiene, economic and community development, basic education and literacy, disease prevention and treatment, supporting the environment. The Rotary Club of Abuja Metro, in her 13 years of existence, an indispensable selfless service to humanity through various projects designed to address the needs of the downtrodden. And in line with Rotary's Adopt a Village campaign in 2012, the club adopted Sauka Village, a rural community in Apo district of FCT Abuja, Nigeria. The village has a population of about 5,200 inhabitants in about 250 households, and their main source of livelihood is subsistence farming. Soka was initially accessible via rugged and unmotorable roads with virtually little or no traces of civilization. The primary source of water in Sauka was a seasonal stream where animals struggled for a mouthful with humans, which dries up when the rains recede before the club's intervention via the donation of galvanized roofing sheets to enable them harvest water during the rainy season and sinking of 5 boreholes with motorized pumps and tanks. Since Sauka's adoption, the club has had periodic immunization of infant against polio, provided the inhabitant with treated mosquito nets, constructed a block of 9 classrooms for basic education, which was handed over to FCT Universal Basic Education Board in 2017, and most recently commenced an expansion with 6 classrooms, constructed a primary health care facility, which was handed over to FCT Primary Health Care Board in February 2020. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, before the club's intervention, Sauka Village was in dire need of a health facility as the nearest health facility was 15 kilometers away on rugged and dusty roads. The sick and women in labor were conveyed on motorbikes to health facilities in Apo district, with multiple occurrences of fatalities to mother and child. With the support of some Rotary clubs in the United Kingdom, the club donated a personnel quota to accommodate health workers attached to the health center in June 2022. Driven by the urge to further strengthen the health sector after the devastating effect of the pandemic, the club equipped and donated an infectious disease unit worth 44 million naira in conjunction with the Rotary Foundation to the General Hospital, Buhari, Abuja in June 2022. The club has trained 250 secondary school teachers on computer coding, organized peace-building workshops for young adults, distributed palliatives during the lockdown. The club was adjudged the overall best club in June 2022. This Rotary year, driven by the urge to strengthen the security infrastructure and enable a safer society, the club has earmarked as her star project the provision of decent toilet facilities for the officers and men of the Gariki division of the Nigerian police, which currently has none. An intervention estimated to cost 20 million naira only. This is also designed to address water, sanitation and hygiene area of focus. Dear friends, the club seeks for donors and partners to make life better for the downtrodden on other projects lined up for the Rotary year, which are provision of medical consumables and assistance to postnatal patients at Nyanya General Hospital in Abuja at an estimated cost of 800,000 naira. Vaccination of inhabitants of Wumba community against hepatitis at a cost of 750,000 naira. Provision of metal waste bins for some secondary schools in the FCT at an estimated cost of 550,000 naira. Empowerment of 10 indigent women by provision of grinding machines at an estimated cost of 1 million naira. Operation Feed a Community at an estimated cost of 850,000 naira. Mental health clinic sessions and advocacy on personal hygiene and donation of sanitary pads to female students of FCT secondary schools at an estimated cost of 400,000 naira. Spelling bee competition in collaboration with FCT Secondary Education Board for senior secondary schools across the 6 area councils in FCT at an estimated cost of 1 million naira. Completion of the 6 classroom blocks at an estimated cost of 7 million naira. Workshop on safe environmental practices in collaboration with Abuja Parks and Gardens at an estimated cost of 300,000 naira. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we are here gathered with the collective determination to be of worthy service to humanity in our quest to create hope in the world. I humbly appeal to you on behalf of beneficiaries of these laudable initiatives to reach deeply into your pockets as you join us in making this much desired difference in the world. Thank you for listening, and thank you most profoundly for your kind-hearted donations. God bless you all.
The moment has come for the proper handing over of the baton. I would like us to welcome the soon immediate past president, Rotarian, if I nod back to the stage. To witness this event, I would like to call on the district governors and all other past district governors here present to join us upstage for this memorial event. Would also like to call all the past presidents of the club of Rotary Club Abuja present to join us for this handing over. Please, I would like us to welcome our incoming president and beloved spouse, who is also a Rotarian. Please, come rise as we welcome him for the handing over ceremony. None other than Rotarian Ayomike and his wife. Please come, madam. Please. Please, a round of applause, please.
Chairman, Rotary leaders, friends, and guest awardees, we have come to the most significant part of this evening, the change of power. Power must change hand at this time. If we have any of the Hope President, yes, if there is any Hope President in the house? No. Okay. Yeah. We have the past presidents of the club, and we have privilege of having the PDGs witness this occasion. And the IPDG. It was IPDG was a pleasure working under you. We are wishing them that their year will be as good as our own year. I think when the PDGs are here, I will ask the most senior. No, I'm not changing my mind. I thought usually is the most senior president that anchors this aspect. But when the PDGs are here, okay, sir, do I have your permission to give to him to conduct this for you, sir? You are the most senior PDG. Yes, sir. To conduct the transfer of power. Okay.
Fellow Rotarians and guests, you know, in Rotary, we don't waste time. I want to ask whether the immediate past president, are you ready to hand over, sir? My president, are you ready to take over, sir? We'll just do it sharp so that we can raise funds tonight. Thank you. My PP, please can we give us those surge? Fellow past presidents, past district governors, please can we remove this mountain from his neck? Thank you very much. Please, thank you. A round of applause for him. This is the insignia of office. Now, yes, okay. The immediate past district governor say he wants to do this himself. Are we giving it to Madam Otoga? All right. Please, guys, let's watch this moment. This is the main moment. We are now decorating our president, the president of the biggest club in Africa. Rotarian Jolomi Ayomike. Okay, you see their hands are shaking because this is a mountain. It's not easy to wear this thing. I've worn it before. I know how heavy it is. Going. Is it going now? Going. Jolomi, are you ready? You're not smiling, though. Is it heavy? We should reduce it. Ladies and gentlemen, please a round of applause for our new brand president, Rotarian Jolomi Ayomike. Thank you. Thank you. He's a president after all. He's a president after all. He's a president after all. He's a president. Congratulations to you, Mr. President. Congratulations to you. Congratulations to you. I will hand the mic over to you now.
Sure to put your
Thank you.
In the right place.
You want
then
us to
stand
clap?
firm.
Okay.
This
Please.
is an exact summary.
Quick
of the
photograph,
journey
please, because
of
we don't have
Horatio
time.
Oritsejolomi Ayomike. Early childhood. Born to late Mr. J.O.S. Ayomike and his wife, Mrs. U.K.
Please, let's listen to his
Ayomike,
citation. It's
on
going
April
on the background.
25th, 1966, in Sapele, he was the fourth of 6 children. Named Horatio, meaning timekeeper in Latin, after the renowned surgeon and academician, late Professor Horatio Oritsejolomi Thomas, Provost, College of Medicine, University of Lagos, and late Vice Chancellor, University of Ibadan, by his senior cousin. He not only shared his Itsekiri name, but also shared the quest for learning. Early education. Young Horatio, along with 2 older siblings, attended St. James Primary School, Benin City, where their mother taught at the time, after which he proceeded to Edo College, Benin City, where he earned his West Africa School Certificate, Ordinary Level. He studied for WASC Advanced Level at the Federal School of Arts and Science, Sokoto, graduating in 1986. Tertiary education. As a child of destiny, despite initial confirmation of the success of his application to the Faculty of Law of the University of Benin, Benin City, his name was inexplicably absent on the final admission list. By this time, the spot set aside for him in the University of Jos, his second choice, had been awarded to another candidate, prompting him to accept the offer to study theater arts in that school's Faculty of Arts, earning a second-class upper degree. He went on to carry out his National Youth Service in the Public Affairs Department of the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, Ikoyi, Lagos. Indefatigable, undaunted, and not dispirited from the disappointing events of the years earlier, he applied again and was admitted to study law at the University of Benin, and, on completion of the program, proceeded to the Nigerian Law School, Victoria Island, Lagos, in fulfillment of his destiny. After his law school, he joined Emiko and Associates, Warri, a firm of solicitors and advocates, under the tutelage of the late Dr. G.I. Emiko and other senior colleagues, and worked on a myriad of legal issues over several years. Personal life. In a true love story, while in Warri, he met Miss Esidogogbemi Kowan at his younger brother's wedding in 2002. After what became a whirlwind romance, they were engaged and married the following year, and have remained so, their love for each other still aglow now. Their union has been blessed with 2 beautiful and delightful daughters, Ofeoritse and Oritsejolomi. Career. Shortly after getting married, Jolomi joined the Corporate Affairs Commission in Abuja, where he grew to head of the CAC office in Enugu and served in many other capacities. He is currently an assistant director in the records department. Social life. Jolomi and his delectable spouse, Bemi, were sponsored to the membership of the Rotary Club of Abuja Metro by Rotarian Elvis Obaseki in 2017. And since joining the club, he has served on several club committees and as a director on the board. Before his election as president nominee designate in December 2019, Bemi and Jolomi are both Paul Harris Fellows Level 2. Are both Paul Harris Fellows Level 2.
My DG, PDGs in the house, distinguished guests, it's good to be here. Emilokon. My DG past DGs in the house, distinguished awardees, Mr. Chairman, dear friends, may I crave your indulgence for very, very personal reasons as I ask you to stand for us to observe a minute silence in honor of our beloved father, mentor, past Rotary International President, Jonathan Majiagbe, SAN, OFR. May God forgive his shortcomings and grant him eternal rest. Amen. As you all know, Rotary International is an international service organization. You know, a short while ago, immediate past president said, when anything good happens, I should take the glory. And when anything awful happens, I should take responsibility. On that note, I take responsibility for some of the unfortunate incidences some of you are experiencing right now. Yes, as I was saying, Rotary International is an international service organization whose stated rights of purpose include to bring professional and business persons together to provide humanitarian services, encourage high ethical standards in all vocations, and advance goodwill and peace around the world. We are here today, and I must add that beyond this, we as members of Rotary share an uncommon comradeship that is needed to willingly give to charity. My name is Jolomi Ayomike. It gives me great pleasure to humbly accept to act as the 14th president of this very, very, very great club. The journey to this day has been long, but it has been worth it all the while. I've been observing, learning, and imbibing leadership qualities from a lot of our mentors, past Rotary International President, past Rotary Vice President, several district governors gone by from these districts and beyond, and even those in this district, past presidents of the club. They've all left indelible marks in the good books of Rotary forever. To these great men and women, I say a big thank you for your service to humanity, and to all the members of Rotary Club of Abuja Metro, I thank you for finding me worthy to serve as your president. I cannot go on without, first of all, thanking and paying tribute to the immediate past president, Rotarian Ifeanyi Daniel Nnodu, a gentleman per excellence. You promised that you will lead with an open door policy. Your administration was built on integrity, transparency, and accountability. The last 1 year has been memorable, and on behalf of all members and our guests here today, I say thank you for very, very, very worthy service. In order to intentionally plan for the future, we have an adage where I come from, that you must know where you are coming from. You must know where you are to be able to chart a path for the future. I will not bore you with what has happened in the last 6 years. You saw some of the clips already, the things we have been able to do. I will not bore you with them. So we'll just move ahead and say, I would plead with you all, when the time comes for the fundraising, please, 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 let your hands go so deep, so deep into your pockets to do the needful. Because indeed, I will not succeed without you. My tenure as president will not be successful if I do not enjoy the cooperation of members. And as I am soliciting for funds, if I do not get the funds, my plans will definitely fall short in the face of all the things that we are challenged to do. Rotary Club of Abuja Metro, as you have heard, is a very, very prestigious club. We need to keep our status. So I will urge all members of the club to do what is needful for them to do so that we will achieve very, 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 very great successes in this Rotary year. Before concluding, I would want to pay glowing tributes to members of this investiture committee. I have attended several investitures. I wouldn't want to blow my trumpet to say this is the best I have attended because it concerns me. But indeed, this game has been upped. This game has been upped. And I want to charge the incomings to actually take note so that they would surpass me, because I will pray the Shekiri adage that it is always the prayer of the father that his son should surpass him in every area of life. So even though this has been a very, very good one, I would want the next one to surpass this. Again, I will talk about certain fundings. I'm not unoblivious of the challenges that a lot of us are going through. Some of us cannot meet our financial obligations, immediate financial obligations. But that is what our theme this year is saying. We will try to bring hope back to the world. If you help us, there are a lot of things we will be able to do together to make people have hope, hope, and hope again. And when I want to speak directly to the Registrar General, I sometimes plead what he knows I can plead, that I will not face any untoward challenge from him. So on that note, I would say, Auzu billahi minash shaitan rajim, and tell RG that he should also assist us in bringing hope to members of his staff, so that at the end of the day, they too will be able to smile home to their families. This fuel thing is biting. This fuel thing is biting. Once again, I say, Auzu billahi minash shaitan rajim. Finally, I would want to thank you all for what you have been doing for humanity. I encourage you to join me on this train, as we would like to do more. Thank you, and God bless you.
Silence takes over, saying all we need to say. There's endless possibilities.
I'd like to welcome the President back to the stage for the awards to some of the VIPs here present. Please step forward. While we're getting ready for this activity, I want to commend our new president, Rotarian Oritsejolomi Ayomike, for giving his support to the past president during his year, and for also promising to continue to carry on with the projects we have on ground. There's one thing peculiar with Rotary International. We sustain our projects. And that is why we've been existing for not less than 104 years. Now, it's time to recognize some VIPs in our presence, and I want to crave for some silence, please. Our first awardee tonight is Mrs. Eki Ebenidion. She is the wife of the former. Thank you. Please step forward. wife of the former executive governor of Edo State, His Excellency Chief Dr. Lucky Ebenedion. As the First Lady of Edo State in 1999, Her Excellency founded the iconic Adaya Renaissance, a non-governmental organization with which she boldly and selflessly tackled the issues of sex and human trafficking in Edo State. It is instructive that Mrs. Eki Ebenedion coordinated and sustained efforts in this direction that helped in major changes, not just to the young women in Edo State, but also in our country, and also gained international recognition. She's not yet done with her crusade to impact positively on the society. She went further to also set up another NGO for the underprivileged children, giving them education, sponsoring their education. Sometimes I feel she's a Rotarian already. We are here to honor her for her selfless service during her active service as the First Lady to the Governor of Edo State, and also selfless service after office. It takes a lot. And so today, the Rotary Club of Abuja Metro would want to acknowledge your work and encourage you to continue in the path which you have chosen to help the less privileged. Once again, please join us as we give honor to whom honor is due, to Mrs. Eki Ebenedion. Thank you.
I would call on District Governor, District 9142, to come assist me do the honors of presenting this award.
Thank you very much, Rotarian President, the chairman on this occasion, my leaders, the past district governors that are here, club presidents, Rotary leaders, invited guests, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. It is my privilege that this club has graciously picked on me to make this presentation to this great Amazon, a woman of service, a woman of excellence, a woman that has contributed in creating impact and hope for the world, even when our team was not about creating hope for the world. So on behalf of the Rotary Club of Abuja Metro in Rotary International District 9125, I have the honor and privilege, Ma, to present this philanthropy award to you in recognition of your philanthropic efforts to better the lives of others. Thank you for making a difference. Congratulations. Wow, this is truly amazing. It's a concept. This is the forward test of Rotary, of the things we think, say, or do. Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? And will it be beneficial to all? This is what this club has graciously given to you. And we plead that you display this conspicuously in your office or home, so that everyone would know that you share the Rotary ideals. Congratulations.
Our next awardee tonight is Alhaji Garba Abubakar. Thank you. Alhaji Garba Abubakar is the Registrar General and CEO of the Corporate Affairs Commission, the agency responsible for the registration of companies and charity organizations in Nigeria. He is known to have contributed immensely to the exponential growth of the Commission, having served at various levels of the organization where he championed the reforms on ease of doing business in Nigeria with particular reference to starting new businesses. Alhaji Abubakar also led the reforms in the area of transition to full electronic registration. Integration of the CAC registration portal with the FIRS stamp duty portal, as well as the creation of public search window, which provides free information to the public on all entities' registration by CAC, among other reforms. He has also been involved in the design of critical reforms in the financial and corporate sectors as a member of various committees under the auspices of the Central Bank of Nigeria and among others. Join me as we recognize Alhaji Garba Abubakar. Thank you.
My district governor, may I crave your indulgence one more time? Do me the honors of presenting this award.
Research, he bagged a professorship in leadership and administration. High Chief Professor Emerenini has been honored with several awards, including the prestigious UN Peace Ambassador and Justice of Peace. In recognition of his contributions to his community, he has been honored with different chieftaincy titles. Professor Emerenini, forgive me, is a chairman of Philip Oil and Gas Limited, a leading partner also of Sandrelia Hotel, and a director of other companies. Please, with a warm hand of applause, let us welcome once again our Professor Emerenini as he receives his award. Thank you.
Thank you. To do this honor for me, immediate past district governor, Godinad, please step forward to present this award.
The district governor of Rotary International District 9142, past district governors, esteemed guests, especially their chairman, the CG of CSC, and our First Lady. It's my honor and privilege on behalf of our Prime Club. It's a club I'm so proud of. It's the biggest in Africa, that's been said before, and it's the first in Nigeria to attain the super mega club status. That means getting about 200 or more membership. And that is why it is really, today the DG could not be here. I will be handing over formally to him on Saturday, so he is planning for us in Kanu, for us to hear. And Jolomi, we're so proud of you, and I'm so
pleased that today you've attained the position of the presidency of this club. It's not an easy one. Your predecessor did a very good job, and I pray by God's grace you do a good job. And you've given me a task of handing this over to my brother. It's my honor on behalf of the club. You know, when they say the club, I argue with but I can't say too much because there are so many PDGs there, so I don't get harassed. It's my honor and privilege to present this philanthropy award to High Chief Professor Felix Emerenini, my brother. And Madam is here. You know, in my place, if you do very well, the wife answers Osodieme. The wife joins the husband in doing very good. So it's my honor and privilege to hand over this to you and to say congratulations. And for being a very good host to the club, I pray. I know with the exchange rates and the increase in fuel price, that you will not increase how much they're going to pay. So congratulations, my brother. Congratulations, madam. And coming with that is this one. This is so important to us. For every Rotary function, you see us do this. The essence is to remind us of why we should do things that are fair, things that are truthful, things that are fair to all concerned, and what will promote goodwill and better friendships. Please display this very prominently in your office and possibly at your mansion in Ogwa, so that when people will say it, they will be pleased that you are associated with Rotary, as we are. Congratulations again. Congratulations, madam.
Silence takes over, saying all we need to say. There's endless possibilities.
Our next awardee is Brigadier General Julius Osifo, but he is represented tonight by General Pella Habila, who is the Director, Army Pension Board. Please join us here, sir. A round of applause for our awardee tonight, please. Brigadier General Julius Osifo, an Edo State-born decorated veteran, is the commandant of the Nigerian Army School of Finance and Administration. He has served in command and leadership position in the course of his military profession, among which are Commander, Division Finance and Accounts at the headquarters, 3 Division JOS, also as the Director of Finance at the Nigerian Armed Forces Resettlement Center in Oshodi, Lagos, Commander, Division Finance and Accounts of 7 Division Finance Headquarters, TCJTF, and among a whole lot of others. General Osifo has a Doctor of Philosophy in Finance and is also a fellow in some of the prominent institutes in Nigeria, of which are Nigerian Institute of Management, Institute of Chartered Economists of Nigeria, and Institute of Certified Public Accountants, Nigeria. He has also been decorated and has gotten awards to his credit, of which are the Forces Service Star, FSS, the Meritorious Service Star, MSS, and Past Staff Corps, PSC, among others. Please, ladies and gentlemen, join us as we recognize Brigadier General Julius Osifo, well represented here tonight. Thank you.
To do me the honors of presenting this award, my PDG, I do not want to skip you, sir, but permit me to call on PDG Felix Obada to present it on your behalf, sir.
Great honor for me to present this award. At a personal level, I'm an accountant, so I understand. On behalf of Rotary Club of Abuja Metro, this distinguished service award is presented to Brigadier General J.E. Osifo, PhD MNR, in recognition of your loyalty and dedication to service and in gratitude for your selfless commitment and devotion to humanitarian causes. Presented this day, July 20th. So on behalf of Rotary Club of Abuja Metro, once again, we present this one to Brigadier General Joe Osifo, which you are receiving on his behalf. Send our congratulations to him. He's a good man. Please help us to also inform Brigadier General Osifo that this one should prominently be displayed either in his sitting room or in his office. He said that's the ideal of Rotary, and we want anybody that visits to see it. Once again, congratulations.
Our next awardee tonight is Mr. Amaju Pinik. He is represented by Sheikh Diko, the president of the Nigeria Premier League Company Limited. His name is a household name in football. Amaju Pinek is a renowned Nigerian football administrator and businessman who presided over the Nigerian Football Federation, NFF, from 2014 to 2022. From his humble beginning as the chairman of Delta State Sports Commission in 2010, he rose to bestride the African community like a colossus with his appointment into various positions, prominent among which are the first vice president of the Confederation of African Football, CAF, in 2018. Having eminently distinguished himself in the field of football administration, the World Football Governing Body, FIFA, found him of worth of being appointed as a member of the organizing committee for all its competition. Please, let me present to you a son of the soil that we are proud of, who has represented us internationally, a sports administrator of high repute, Mr. Amaju Pinnick. Thank you.
Once again, to do the honors of presenting this award is the immediate past district governor, Godi Nadi.
Please, Rotarians, let's clap for our past district governor as he makes his way to the stage. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. The club, sir, I relish the privilege of doing this because in Nigeria, the club is one of the biggest. In Africa, is the biggest. And in terms of membership, they have quality membership. And I think within 9125 now, they should have the highest number of district governors. And that is why it is always a privilege for one to attend their events. And being recognized today, although I know you're not Mr. Maju, but today you are. Today you are. And I'm sure you convey our warm wishes, Club of Abuja Metro, to Mr. Amaju Melvin Pinnick. Do convey this to him, and it's my honor and privilege to present this to you, family. All right, yes. And going with that also is this very beautiful thing that encapsulates everything about Rotary. When you see a Rotarian, the first thing they will ask you is what the four-way test. And the story has been told by the district governor of 9142. I won't go into that. But the thing is that it tells you everything that if we apply it in what we do every day in our lives, the families will be good, the society will be good, the economies will be very good. And it's my privilege to also present this to you so that you get that to him. Let it be displayed. And when we make decisions that affect people, let's think about this. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Yo soy tu perdición, un vicio para ti, la causa de tu celo.
The last but not the least award for tonight is going to Mr. Williams Pere Debo. Is he here? Have just been corrected. Please, let me take that again. Our last award is going to our chairman of the ceremony, none other than Mr. Williams Pere Daibo. I hope I got it right, Daddy. Thank you. Thank you. Forgive me, I'm from the South. Okay. Our chairman is a highly experienced Nigeria financial expert and a chartered accountant in consulting. He is the founder of Management and Economic Development Associates Limited, a consultant to African Development Bank, World Bank Islamic Development Bank, and other leaching companies and institutions around the world. As a partner in Akin Williams and Company, he led the audit of over 25 leading companies in Nigeria, Cameroon, and Ivory Coast. I like that, thank you. Mr. Pere Daibo also experience, development management, accounting of the project accounting, budgetary control unit at Shell Petroleum Development Company. Our chairman also undertook the studies that led to the dissolution of Nigeria Limited. His financial statement up to the stock exchange awards. Thank you. Tonight, please let us honor our chairman, Mr. Perry. It's an honor, sir. It's an honor, sir.
To do me the honors of presenting this award, may I, with due respect, invite Mrs. Seki Ibinejo.
Please, a round of applause. Applause, please. The next business of today, which is fundraising. We're all gathered here as friends. And it's time to show you our fundraising activity will be carried out by the chairman of the Investiture of Rotarian. That is not all the Elvis. You're welcome, Mr. Chairman. So who is
Thanks very much. My dear friends and our distinguished guests, we spent more than we had planned to spend this evening. So we'll be very fast and we'll be very quick about this. It's an honor to quickly recognize the presence of about 5 persons we missed out earlier. Mrs. G. Abdullahi, Mr. Tony Amoma, a retired director of the Federal Inland Revenue Service, Mr. Jemine Memudwaga, a retired director with the Export Promotion Council, Dr. M. Ajani, the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Transport, Dr. Gado Shehu MNI, a retired director with the CAC, and our dear friend and brother Sheodiko, who came forth for our celebrated Amajupinik. We've seen what we intend doing this Rotary year. Funsho, if you could help me just bring back those slides without the sound. And we know we have some friends in the house this evening that will be able to make some of those projects come to fruition. We've sent out some pledge cards. There are some cards that have been shared, but you'll notice that we didn't give the awardees time to react so that we can manage the time better. So the reaction will be now. Please let's make sure our discussion at this point in time, in the next 10-15 minutes, will be denominated in Naira. Our president said at least we should be patriotic Nigerians. So I'll quickly pass the mic. Please, can I have a second mic? So that we don't
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, welcome to an evening of fun, fellowship, friendship and service. Welcome to an evening designed to celebrate and reward excellence. Welcome to the Rotary Club of Abuja Metro, founded on the 16th of March 2010 and currently the largest Rotary Club in Africa with about 200 members. In furtherance to Rotary's vision of addressing the needs of the less privileged, as abundant in her 7 areas of focus: maternal and child health, peace building and conflict prevention and resolution, water, sanitation and hygiene, economic and community development, basic education and literacy, disease prevention and treatment, supporting the environment. The Rotary Club of Abuja Metro, in her 13 years of existence, an indispensable selfless service to humanity through various projects designed to address the needs of the downtrodden and
try to influence government so that government can spend our money properly. I'm retired 5 times.
I'm not tired.
So I'm about to retire again, but as a retiree, my funds have started to dwindle. But I assure you that as the years go by, my associates will join with me and make this check grow bigger. So for today, humbly I present to you a check of 1 million naira.
That is out. Please.
But I don't want this to limit what the others have planned to give, so that they don't say, oh, the chairman did 1 million, I must do less. If the chairman did 1 million, we should do more. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And as the chairman has just said, a child can do better than the father. I will pass the mic quickly. My mommy, you have to forgive me. It's Jolomi that sent me. You know, naturally, as an employee of the House of Investiture, I cannot be asking money. If you are to donate here, I'm supposed to be behind you to also donate. So before my mommy will say anything, as an employee of the House of Investiture, I will support her with 100,000. So I will let her
Distinguished gentlemen, tonight is a very beautiful evening. We have learned a lot from the Rotary Club. I want to commend you. I want to associate with you. Tonight, my friends and family have come to support me. So I'm going to let them speak first before I make my humble donation. So I'll call on Chief Mrs. Rita Ayomike Oguntoyibo to go first.
Is that what you people want to give to my former First Lady? I think the only First Lady in Nigeria whose NGO has continued even after leaving office. 16 years after, the United Nations Human Rights Commission is still partnering the EDR in the zone. And I can tell you, I give it up to her. She did not plan an NGO for herself. She planned an NGO, she founded an NGO that has become a legacy. Thank you very much for taking the Edo woman out of that equation.
Rotary was one of our major partners, and I know how much effort they put into ensuring that polio is eradicated in Nigeria. I'm also aware that they are involved in so many other charitable activities. And so tonight I am delighted to be here with my sister, Her Excellency and I'm also pleased to support her donation with a sum of 200,000 naira.
Hello, everybody. It's a privilege to be here today, and like I was telling my sister, I've always heard of the Rotary. I see they have these little magazines that I see in UK. I never really knew what it was about. So today is quite enlightening to me. So I'm really impressed. So I'm going to try and donate what I can afford. Thank you very much.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Dr. Ehioni. I'm here with my mom today. I think as a medical doctor, I've also seen a lot of work that the Rotary Club has done with the health sector in Nigeria. So I'm going to be supporting her donation with 100,000 naira. Thank you for the support. Tonight, those who know me know I usually don't like announcing my donation. However, is it compulsory? I usually don't like it. Even while my husband was in office, I never did. And today will not be the first time, but I want to whisper it to you. So I have told him what I am giving. And
please, if I tell you to stop clapping, you will stop clapping. So just be clapping. Just be clapping. Just be clapping. Who told you to stop? You know, one thing I enjoy about where Chief Mrs. Eki has spent almost 37 years of her life. You need to be part of us. And this evening, she has just done. Hey, I envy you. What do we do? I'll quickly pass the mic. Mommy, we appreciate you, and a round of applause also tells you that we love you. I'll quickly pass the mic to a public servant that has distinguished himself. In Abuja Metro, you saw when we were calling up our awardees from their citation, you know, the common denominator in the persons that stood here, not just philanthropy, but dedication to service. This evening, we'll pass the mic with all honor to Alhaji A.G. Abubakar, our president of that, so automatically our
Thank you so much, Mr. President, the First Lady, distinguished audience. You have said it all, I'm a public servant, so I'm not supposed to make a presentation publicly now. But I have whispered it to the President. Thank you so much.
This evening, if I tell you to stop clapping, then that means I'm being unappreciative. So just be clapping. If my boss, if a boss can do this that Alhaji Abubakar has done, that means our president is truly a staff of his that I will say he is indeed proud of. Please, let's be clapping.
I will not go to the general. You know why? When he was introduced as the director of army pension, I said, no, I will go to him here. Because General Sifo was also around there. So I will go to you, General Pella. I will go to you here. Let me go to Honorable Shehu Digo. Please, send the mic to... Please, we are sorry. We didn't know when it came in. You are seated not in your proper place, but let it not go take out of what you are giving to us. Please take the mic to Honorable Shehu. He is going to give us the two capacities. As a representative to Alhaji Amaju to Mr. Amaju Binik and as himself. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much. I think once more I apologize on behalf of Mr. David. He was supposed to be here, but unfortunately he is at the open ceremony. He has to be there. But he has given me a message which I have already told the president, but I can repeat it here publicly, that he has promised to donate at least $5 million.
Please, don't stop. Okay, now Alhaji Digo.
And me as a messenger of meeting today, so to my friend, I was supporting the fund of 50,000.
Thank you very much, thank you very much, thank you very much.
Why, you know, Rotary is international. We have with us this evening a past president of the Rotary Club of Bremer Hill in Tokyo, and that is Rotarian Hazel IP. We love you. Please do come again. Please take the mic to General. Okay. Oh, General is he's consulting with a colleague. Can we take this to Tolu? I will call on you to come join me in taking it through the CAC. And please, with the kindest permission of the Registrar General, let me call on the AD in his office, Tolu Sonaike, to take us through the CAC end of this donations and fundraising. You know why I'm calling you? Now you know your people.
Thank you very much. I know that for most of them, a paper has been passed around to write their pledges. And I know that my boss, the Director of Incorporated Trustees, has done that. So maybe what you do is try and collect all those papers. You know, as public servants, if our Oga did not speak, you know, Jolomi said something that he, you know, smartly, that he should do something palliatives for us. So if we come out here now donating as if we were not hungry, we will not get the palliatives. We're actually hungry. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. From what I've heard, I think we should appreciate the colleagues of our president. Not only for their presence, but also putting the end with double stroke behind his being in office. Then we'll move to our landlord. Our landlord. Please, all our guys, help our landlord. Encourage him. Encourage him. Encourage him. Encourage. Our president is standing. Let's encourage our landlord. Please, give the mic to. Prof, I beg. This what you are giving to us today, no concern our rent.
Mr. Chairman, our new brand president, the former first chair lady, want to stand in the already established protocol to thank the new brand president for this rare privilege and opportunity to be part of this program that creates hope in the world for most of us that have passion for charity and for humanity. So it is my humble privilege to make a donation of 400,000 naira. My wife have equally tapped me, and she's also supporting me, the husband, with a token of 100,000 naira, making it 500,000.
Our landlord did not donate. He did not donate 400 and plus 100. Please, let's not get it wrong. Hear it well. Our landlord donated 500,000 naira. I'll quickly now pass the mic to the representative of my very good friend and brother, General Julius. He was there. General, you are going to talk as General Bella and General Sipuzre.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here on behalf of Brigadier General Osifo, representing the award ceremony for the Rotary Club of Abuja Metro. I want to stand on the existing established protocol.
And I want to say that my boss have told me that he will continue to support the president to the end. And as public servants, he has said that we are going to support him with an undisclosed amount. But I trust my boss is very busy in Lagos. He will support the Rotary Club of Abuja Metro. But I won't come and go like that. I've written my own here. I'll pass it to you, sir. But this is just to appreciate you for my coming. I also support my boss. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, my general. We appreciate you for finding time to join us. And on behalf of all Nigerians, I'm also appreciating you for the much the Nigerian army is doing, the Nigerian military is doing to keep Nigeria safe.
God bless you. The uncle of the president, Mr. Jemine Muduaga. Oh, he has left. Then the permanent secretary of the Ministry of Transport, Dr. Ajani. This is very good. Dr. Garo Shehu, MNI. Dr. Garo Shehu. Dr. Garo Shehu.
the mic to Lucky.
Lucky.
The mic.
Mr. Chairman, sir. President. Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, I'm delighted to be with us this evening, particularly to support my younger brother. When I was with Corporate Affairs Commission, when they don't see me, once you see Jolomi, you think it's me. So they will ask, where is your brother? Because we look alike and we have the same. Jolomi, I congratulate you. Be that as, you know, as Daddy said, pensioners and revenue is dwindling. And to show commitment, I've already done my transfer to the account as I was seated. So when you check your account, you see my name on the record. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Please, we've sent out pledge forms. We can return the pledge forms, and if you want the mic to come to you, I can send the mic across to you. But I'll tell you something from what has been undisclosed. Please, on behalf of the Rotary Club of Abuja Metro, let's appreciate all the undisclosed amounts. Sincerely, if you are privileged to see the undisclosed amount, you won't clap like that. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, just one more and we will continue with the fundraising. Can I quickly call on the President to decorate Right Honorable Austin Okpara, the former Deputy Speaker of the Federal House of Representatives, who is being represented this evening by another past president of the club with his benefactor, Payne. And Obi will react immediately after.
Let me request the immediate past president of the club to do the honors by presenting this award on my behalf.
My Rotarian president. The PDGs, the awardees, friends and guests, it's an honor to perform my first role as the immediate past president of this club. Yes, the certificates that has been issued to Rotarian Dr. Austin Okpara as a benefactor of the Rotary Foundation of Rotary International. Rotarian Austin Okpara was the highest donor in the last Rotary year to the Rotary Foundation. And in addition to that, he had donated a sum of $1,000 to the Rotary Foundation, and Rotary Foundation has recognized him by sending this beautiful certificate. I'll just read it. The Endowment Fund of the Rotary Foundation of Rotary International presented to Austin Ayomike as a benefactor of the Rotary Foundation. So, on behalf of the Rotary President of Rotary Club of Abuja Metro, I have the privilege and the honor to present this to Rotarian Austin Obara, and I know that this will get to him, and it will encourage him to donate more to the foundation. Please pass our gratitude to him. Thank you, my president.
Fellow Rotarians and guests, I'm here to represent Rotarian Austin Obara, but Rotarian Austin Obara is a two-time major donor. He has given $10,000 and has given $25,000 to Rotary International. And tonight, he said that he wants to appreciate this token with a sum of 500,000. Not from me, so that the cameras will not go to me, because I'm a public servant. We do our own undisclosed, like I want to borrow my mama's, well, Your Excellency, sir, you know, I love you so much, ma. Thank you very much, ma. So, from Austin Obara, thank you very much.
Fellow Rotarians, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, if there be any other pledge card that you want to come up, I've just been told Hazelite is from Hong Kong, immediate past president of the Rotary Club of Bremer Hill in Hong Kong, not Tokyo in Japan. Well, we'll quickly run through, do we still have any more forms coming up? So that we'll run through our inductions and we'll call the night to a close. Please, Chair, I think we should do this in 10 minutes and shut it down. Rotarian President, please stand up and let the membership chair, past President Monty Balogo, step up to present the inductees.
By 8:30, we would be out of this place. So we are perhaps about 10-15 minutes behind schedule. Be that as it may, I wish to crave your indulgence. Grant us these 10-15 minutes, and indeed, we shall be out of here. Chair, membership chair, please could you present the inductees?
Good evening, President, PDGs in the house, fellow Rotarians and guests. Okay. We want to welcome the new members of Rotary Club of Abuja Metro and appreciate them for taking the decision to give back to humanity and for joining the club, the Rotary Club of Abuja Metro. We were welcoming them in a big way. I would like to call on Dr. Victor Mogalu. Dr. Victor, please let's give him a round of applause. You can come forward. Okay. Dr. Victor was born in 1947 as a medical graduate from the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, a member of the Royal Club of Physicians of UK. In 1984, as a medical director, Dr. Mogalu developed the Bonu Medical Clinic into a group practice with staff of 125 plus 19 doctors. Dr. Mogalu served as a member of the Rotary Expanded Program on Immunization. A former president of the Rotary Club of Maiduguri, he left Rotary, or took a break from Rotary to go back to school, and now it's back. He loves traveling, table tennis, long tennis, football, and is being sponsored to membership of the Rotary Club by Dr. Shegun Ajumo. Is married with 4 children. You're welcome.
past district governor, Felix Obada, could you please come to the high?
Okay. While we're doing that, time is fast spent. I would like to call on Mr. Paul Alade. Please let's give him a round of applause. Oh, Dr. Mogali, Mrs. Mogali, please, can you join us, please? Can you join him on the stage? You're welcome, ma'am. While that is going on, because of paucity of time, Mr. Paul Alade had his first and second degree in urban and regional planning from the Osun State University and University of Ibadan, respectively. He is a foreign education consultant with Glory Educational Services. His hobbies are meeting people and traveling. He has special interest in helping the less privileged and giving to the poor. You're welcome to our camp. We do that. Paul Alade is married with a child. He's been sponsored by Dukwe Abosede, a past president of the club. You're welcome. Okay. Let me call on Rotarian Olabisi Bankole. Rotarian Olabisi Bankole. Rotarian Olabisi was born 22nd January 1982. He is the managing director of Vetmans Engineering and Construction and Jomifiro Group. He studied building and technology at the Federal University of Technology, Akure. As a member of the National Institute of Quantity Surveyors and the Nigeria Institute of Builders. He's married with 4 children. Rotarian Olabisi loves adventures, table tennis, and meeting people. He's sponsored by Rotarian Michael Oluwagbemi. You're welcome. And last but not the least is Rotarian Chika Joseph Nwosu. Rotarian Chika, please step forward. Please let's give him a round of applause. Rotarian Chika is from Imo State. I don't want to attempt to pronounce the local government. He holds a Bachelor of Science degree in biochemistry from the University of Nigeria, Nsukka. Chika, an entrepreneur, is single and searching. Is sponsored by the district membership chair, Rotarian Elvis Obaseki.
My past district governor, because the time is fast spent, you will do us the honors by pinning all of them and presenting their certificates. Starting with Dr. Mogalu.
I will say welcome back home. He's an old Rotarian, he's a veteran, and I would like to say this induction tonight represents the typical outcome mix. We have the old, we have the young, and the not so young. That's how we are in outcome. So welcome back home. I've been a Rotarian. I was in Yola for years, so I knew. Congratulations and welcome back. Rotary Club of Abuja Metro, where this name is brand. It's a symbol of friendship and a symbol of those who are doing good in the world. Welcome to Rotary Club of Abuja Metro. We are a mega club and we do mega projects. I'm sure you will use your leverage to get us to do more material work in Nigeria. A young man and the vibrant strength of our club. I hope you will do that.
Yes, I'm Mulan. Joe, I hope you do. Hopefully your eyes will well. Let me quickly call on the vote of thanks for the incoming after Jolomi, Rotarian Horatio. Come give us the vote of thanks before we take the toast. And after that, those that want to stay back can stay back. Yes. Thank you, my committee chairman. Mr. Chairman, President of Rotary Club of Abuja Metro, brand new president. Today you look very different. You look to have power. So, I'm warming up. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I want to sincerely thank you all for being with us since 5 o'clock. You have all been here. It is to the glory of God that people like you continue to identify with Rotary for the good work they are doing. So I thank the chairman for his patience, for his contribution,
for all that he has done for us today. I thank you. Thank you. I thank you. I also wish to thank the launchers, the awardees, past presidents of Rotary, past district governors. I can't see any of them again. I think they've left. They've all tried. And I also want to especially thank our host. Sanadia is our home, and I was actually surprised when I was told that we were going to be here today. And I said, oh, I'm sure our rent is guaranteed now. We'll get increased very soon. Thank you very much for being with us. We are proud of you. And today being my first day of seeing you, I'm so glad. And I've seen Madame too. So when I grow up, I like to be like you. Thank you. You are welcome. Rotarians that are here, our guests, I wish to thank you on behalf of the President and members of Abuja for the time with us, for staying with us. Members of the 4th Estate of the River, the press, I thank you. Diplomatic Corps, I thank you. I pray that by this time next year you will be gathered for me when I will be coming in. I was actually trying to hold the mic when Baseki was talking so much about the president. I said, don't pour all the comments on it. Reserve some for me so that next year I will have some economics too. Thank you so much, and God bless you all.
Take all the tourists.
My Rotarian President, fellow Rotarian friends and guests, can we please catch our cups? Drop your cups. Drop your cups. If you have a thing to drink,
and we do
just
for something.
Somebody will take for you to drink. Yes. I will ask our guests, the awardees, if you are not a Rotarian, please have your seat. All Rotarians, have your seats. If you are a Rotarian, whether you are from Abuja Metro Club, can we all be standing with our cups? Let us drink to the good health of all non-Rotarians that have honored our president this evening. To all non-Rotarians, let's recharge our cups. Let's drink to all attendees to this evening event. All is we recharge our cups. And we drink to the progress and the continuous doing good all over the world of Rotary International. To Rotary International. And lastly, we take our cups and drink to the only country that has made all of us. The country that we can call our own, the country where school fees is 100,000 to go to university, the country where you can grow all kinds of food and fruits, right from the Delta to the Savannah, to the Federal Republic of Nigeria, to the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So, the PDG will respond.
PDG,
Can you give a response to this truth?
Interrimo ad appare dorime, ameno, ameno, lanciremo, dorime, ameno, o manare imperavi, ameno, timere, mantiremo, ameno.
We are tired, but we are not tired.